Hello, all my dear Capricorn friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have a really lovely forecast for you for April. Um, and I have a really lovely new show on YouTube that I want to share with you. Um, it's called Choose Happy. Our world needs all the happiness it can get. And we get hung up on the small details of issues in our lives. And so this show, Choose Happy, um, is not astrological. It goes beyond astrology. It gives you common sense, inspirational messages, and just lots of things to think about that will help you to stay in a state of happiness. It's real simple. Now, each one of these shows is like about 3 minutes long, 4 minutes long. So you're not going to be sitting there during your whole lunch break. You're just going to be able to watch it whenever you want. As I said, it's on YouTube right now. I did the first show, I think last week, and I'm going to be doing them probably once a week until dot, dot, dot. So I hope you enjoy these little vignettes. And if you have an issue or a situation that I can help you with, let me know what it is. And if it fits with the show without, you know, uh, giving your secret away, without, revealing your identity, I will put it up. And in that way, you will be inspiring thousands of other people. Okay? So let's talk Capricorn. Oh my goodness. All the action is really right around here. I know you can see it. This is the full moon. So I'm going to start right here in the third house. Mars, the red planet, is passion. It's what you fight with and fight for. It's in the third house of ideas. Are you writing a book? Are you doing a podcast? Whatever you are doing that involves communication, correspondence, and transportation, that Mars says, do it now. And Mars is going to stay in that third house of communication till the 30th, when it moves into the fourth house of home, family, real estate, emotional security, that type of thing. And this does, when I say real estate, it means buying or selling or building a structure. Okay. Venus, the pink planet, is the lesser benefic. It is love. It is beauty. It is money. It is art. It's really lovely. It has been sitting in your third house along with Mars for a while. And on the 5th of April, it's going to move into your fourth house of home and family and real estate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it brings love to and from family. If you're building a home or decorating, it adds beauty. Can't go wrong. And then on the 29th of the month, Venus moves into your fifth house of children, and most importantly, of fun and games. Yes, this is you able to play and have a really good time. So it's on the 29th that it moves into that fifth house, and it stays there, well, my goodness, We'll talk in May. It's going to be waiting on you. Okay. Now, in the fourth house, we have Mercury. Mercury is communication, correspondence, transportation, our mouth and our minds. Mercury, darling Mercury, goes retrograde on April 1st. And that's not an April Fool's joke. It goes retrograde. We know what happens when it goes retrograde. I'm going to talk about it in a second. It goes direct on the 25th of the month. So it's sitting there saying, I'm confused. Should I put this into my home or that into my home? Should I speak with this relative or that relative? Because Mercury is not an action planet, it's a thinking and communicating planet. So you're not going to start a new project while Mercury's retrograde, particularly when it comes to home, family, and real estate. Okay? Now, the yellow planet, the sun, the giver of life, is in that fourth house. So there's a contradictory message there, right? Especially with Mars. Mars wants to fight, Venus wants to love, Mercury wants to talk, and the sun wants to create. It's really quite beautiful. And the center of your life is the family. On the 19th, it moves into the fifth house of fun and games and enjoyment. On the 29th, Venus moves into that fifth house. And good old Jupiter, the greater benefic, the one that blesses us and expands whatever it touches, it's expanding that fifth house of fun and games and children. Now, our pets can be our children. I'm just saying. Another thing that is so important, we have a new moon on the 8th, but it's not just a new moon. It is a solar eclipse. Now, whenever we have a new moon, it lasts for 2 weeks, and then we have a full moon. The moon builds, and then we have a full moon, and things come to a head. If that lunation, that new moon, and it can be a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, in this case, it's solar. When it is operating, the effects of the eclipse last for at least 1 year, sometimes 2. Now, that is my experience and observation. So this is a very important lunation. A whole new life. I'm just saying, because the eclipse is right on the sun. Okay. And so you're going to be dealing with home and family and real estate. It could be the birth of a new baby in the family. It could be, if you're a realtor, your career picking up. And remember, we do not start any new projects on a retrograde Mercury. Instead, we tie up the loose ends of unfinished business. Okay. All right. Now, 2 weeks after this new moon, we got a full moon. And it's on the 23rd, and it's in 4 degrees Scorpio. On these 2 lunations, check and see where they are in your birth chart. And if you haven't had your birth chart read to you, you might want to do that or get a forecast, because this is a very important year for us. in the United States, which means a very important year for all of our allies, etc. Maybe not just our allies. You hear what I'm saying or not saying. So this full moon is in your 11th house of friends and group activities. It's the house of the humanitarian. And this is you with your friends, spending time, perhaps brainstorming, perhaps studying, but whatever you're doing it with friends. And this full moon brings out the humanitarian in you. I think it's gorgeous. So that's it for April. Join me in May. Well, actually, join me the end of April when I describe your May forecast. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.